Welcome back to the Crypto Picture channel, where I help you see crypto through a clear lens. Today we're going to be doing a quick market analysis, just going over some of the things in yesterday's video. So we're going to start with Bitcoin here. Not going to use any oscillators or anything like that. We did see some divergences when we were looking at market Cipher yesterday, as well as the RSI. We did see follow through with that divergence, and we came right into this resistance zone that we were speaking about yesterday, getting perfectly rejected from it 3 times in a row. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Maybe we could see a couple days, like maybe of consolidation under here. To be honest, as long as we don't really start closing lows below this level here at $51,252, I am comfortable holding. If we start closing candles below this, like maybe 6-hour, 12-hour daily candles below the 51,250 level, there will be some cause, not for absolute concern, but we will start to get a little bit cautious here. Okay, now we could come back below this parabolic uptrend line and maybe spend a few days below here, but this is the area that I'm really looking at now. I'm looking at it, I'm looking at this in hopes that we are going to hold this low that we created here. I'm not counting the wick. I go by candle body closes. That's just the way that I look at the market. And to be honest, we could get another wick below here and a quick close above, and I would still be okay with this. So that's what we're looking at for Bitcoin. It did come right into that resistance level we were speaking about, and we'll monitor this over the next couple of days to see how it interacts with this level. One thing that I do like is we are seeing a continued trend for the Bitcoin dominance coming down here, and I'm looking at it on a line chart because it's just a little bit cleaner. If we look on the daily chart, this is one of the lowest daily candle possible closes that we could get. Unless we get a recovery quickly above this level, you could say these last 3 candles here were the lowest daily candle closes that we've had this entire since basically back here, right? So what is that, October 2020? So it's been quite a few months. So just something to keep an eye on. I've been expecting some parabolic gains out of the altcoins, and I'm going to show you EGLD here looking really strong against Bitcoin. But from a line chart perspective, we have broken the lows, so I'll have to see how that goes. Ethereum USD getting a really nice bounce in our support zone that we've had here for a while. So found support here, got a really nice daily bullish candle. We'll have to see how this closes out, but looking pretty constructive here. Really like to see a higher low here. It's okay if we go back down to this level, in all honesty. But if Bitcoin is to hold this level, I don't really see Ethereum coming back down here, but it is not off of the table, okay guys? So just because that is my opinion does not mean that that's what's going to happen. But in order for Ethereum to get back down to this level and create somewhat of a double bottom, would require Bitcoin to probably go back down to that 51,250 level. So let's see what happens there. The Ethereum Bitcoin chart, I like how this RSI is starting to really start heading up here. Really strong sign. We are on, as we discussed yesterday, one of our stronger uptrend lines for Ethereum that has signified a good area to be long Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Again, this is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes. What you decide to do with this information is entirely up to you, but this is how I look at this market, and this is how I make my decisions based on these pieces of data. That's basically all we have to go off of, right? So based on that, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points, and every time we've come back down to this trend line has signified the best opportunity from a risk to reward perspective in regards to Bitcoin versus Ethereum. Polka starter, we said it broke down here from this support zone, now turned to resistance. I'm still holding off adding anything to my position on Polka starter. I'm the type of person I'd rather just wait for this to be confirmed as support. If that means I have to buy a little bit higher, that's fine. But we do have the snake eyes here, and I do still have a little bit of a Polka starter position, so I'm okay even if this thing leaves the train station. I have a very small bag packed, so I'll be just fine. But it is at a point of interest where I would naturally be looking to take advantage of. But again, I would feel more comfortable this being a support zone before adding anything for myself. EGLD finally starting, it's been a while, right? Like, we've been in this consolidation zone under this specific level for coming up, 13, 14 days of consolidation, right? And we've finally broken above this level. So it's starting to show some different signs here, right? We've seen lower lows and lower highs, and now we've just printed our first higher low on a micro trend, right? This is a very small distance here, but it's still significant. This is a 10-day, about 10 days, I would say. Let's take a look here. So from this low to this low, it's about 10 days, right? So 10 days, I would still consider this a higher low at this point in time right now. Not sure if I would consider this a high quite yet, but if, I think EGLD will start getting very interesting once we're able to get above this line in our Bitcoin comparative. So something to watch there. That is the 2,947 Satoshi area. So yeah, keep your eyes on that. Cardano, in its USD value, it did have like one of the nicer bounces today. We came down, touched a support level, or support zone rather. So for me, guys, I always look at support zones as opposed to like a line in the sand, right? So I would consider this as a support zone, and we did confirm it, so we will have that as green. Okay, so yeah, looking good for Cardano. Came down, touched our support zone, created a higher low. Still haven't created a higher high, but that's okay. We went parabolic for an extended period of time. We've been in this one since about 8 cents, so doing pretty well there. We'll continue to hold this as long as it looks constructive versus Bitcoin. So that is that. And then DOT, not showing as much strength as, this was one of the strongest charts, and EGLD and Cardano are looking quite a bit stronger than DOT right now in the Bitcoin comparative, right? Not saying that this is by any means looking weak. It's still one of the better charts in a Bitcoin world, and all we're doing is retesting this previous high in our Bitcoin comparative. So we have confirmed it as support. So we'll just have to see. I mean, with EGLD, took a while to get out of this support zone, which was also the previous high, right? So we could spend some, extended period of time down here, or not, right? Like, we could get a really good bounce here, but I like this because this is testing. This is a show of strength, right? We are retesting our previous highs in our Bitcoin comparative, and instead of it being resistance now, it is now flipped to support. So the altcoins are looking good, guys. Until Bitcoin really starts breaking down, I'm really liking the altcoins in this area. They're all retesting their previous highs versus Bitcoin, and they flipped a major resistance level to support. So it's looking very constructive. Okay. Sora, one that I was talking about in my Patreon group. We'll have to see what is happening here. This one a little bit shy on the data, but one thing I do like is this stochastics RSI is breaking this downsloping resistance. So, and we have hidden bullish divergence as well. So we'll have to see how that goes. I told most of my Patreons about this when it was still at like $4.20, $4.30. I brought it up originally when it was around 150 bucks. So, you know, from $150, right? I think most of my buys were between 150 and 180, and I recently just added more with this dip here. I did convert about 5 Ethereum into XOR. The price is high, but the market cap is still low. The market cap is under 160, 170 million. So I know it's not higher than 170. I was looking earlier, it was around 155. So, you know, this one has some interesting stuff going on, and I might go into some of the fundamentals with this one, just because I really like this project. I think they have a lot of interesting things going on. They're building PokeSwap on top of well, their blockchain Sora, but it's a Polkadot ecosystem, kind of a liken to Uniswap, so we'll see how that does. There is airdrops being given for this coin right now, so for every 1 XOR that you hold, or 1 XOR token that you hold, you are going to be getting 94 or 95 Val token airdrop per 1 Sora. So that equates to, you know, I think Val token right now is, well, let's just go take a look. Why don't we? Val token, I believe it is this one. I have it saved on my, no, that is not it. Val. So, you know what? Let's do this, okay? This will be easier. Bear with me just a moment. Sora Val token. So if we look here, so 193, so not bad. So let's just call it 94, right? So you're getting about $180 per Sora token that you hold, which equates to, you know, just under 40% of the value of each token that you hold. You will not be getting these all at once, just, you know, to let you know, okay? They will be distributed over a period of time, so I think you get 10 right away as the V2 or the Polkadot, or sorry, the Sora mainnet launches, and then the others will be given throughout the year, and they will be airdropped into your MetaMask wallet. Or once you sign over, there's some things that you need to do if you want to get it on the Sora application. But eventually, yeah, I plan to switch all of my Sora over to their mainnet, and there's some cool things going on there where you can farm like PokeSwap coins and Val governance coins and all this type of stuff. So really interesting. I'm really curious to see how this one pans out, and I am willing to take a little bit of a, I wouldn't say gamble, but an educated position against my Ethereum, just to see how this one pans out. Again, guys, I always do have a plan in place, a strategy for exit and entry. So for me, I will still be looking at this from a risk management perspective, even though I would like to hold it for long term. There's certain levels, if they get broken, that it's just silly to hold, regardless how much you like anything. Do not get emotionally attached to any one project, even if it, you know, is the best thing since sliced bread, okay? You need to preserve your capital in this market so you can live to fight another day, okay? So with that being said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. This is for educational purposes. Do your own research on Sora XOR and see if you like it. In no way am I telling you to buy it. We have the Discord group down below. Use the link and join the channel. We also have the Patreon below. I've gotten a few subscribers there now. If you want full access to my live portfolio, my trading portfolio, that is, not my long-term holding portfolio, but I do keep all my stuff live, so you know there's no BS, and I put my money where my mouth is. And also on top of that, we do have the Cipher affiliate link if you're interested in that. You know, just to give you an example, Cipher, the Snake Eyes Go Long signal would have gotten you you know, into this at a fairly decent level, and you would have already been at a profit. Really great tool for those that have an understanding of basic TA. So with that being said, guys, have a good one, and we'll see you on the next video.